Hey, welcome you all to a new episode of Rad City Berlin. Back on the ZX still waiting on the RX to get fixed. We're waiting for the controller to come for the RX. So it's a real quick little ride today during my lunch break here on the ZX. Having some fun times with the Insta360 camera. And this mount is annoying with this here. Hopefully this is not going to be rattling around too much in today's video. Or I just hold down this bracket. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well today on this sunny May weather 2022 out here in Berlin. Just take you guys for a real quick ride in the park today. Had some fun times with this Insta360 camera. Pretty cool. We got now even more hardware, more cameras on Rad City Berlin. So hope you guys enjoyed that last video. Meeting up with the Super Squad. A little bit of 360 camera footage in that video. Hope you guys appreciate that. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Say even more so, in that first video, the first time I used the Insta360, I recorded it like in the same resolution, 4K resolution that the GoPros are set at, right? Which was okay, it's fine. It does, you know, the quality is fine. But in today's video, hopefully you guys see a little bit of a difference. I put it back in its 5K mode. I'm still learning, so you know, with the whole Insta360, because you're just using like a small postage stamp size of the wide shot, better to have it then in its full 5K resolution, obviously. So that then when we're just zooming in or using just a small piece of that from the 360 footage, it's gonna be cleaner, tighter, right? Should be then better footage. So we'll see how that looks today. If you have Insta360 X2, leave a comment below. Always cool to see people using these new 360 cameras. I was torn between this or the GoPro, obviously, you know, because I use GoPros myself every day, or every video I'm using GoPros normally. I wasn't sure how far, I wasn't sure if the Insta360 would just create more things to watch out for, but it's okay. I find what's really amazing about the Insta360 is that the battery lasts so long, right? The battery lasts a lot longer than, say, the GoPro, right? Like the GoPro will last maybe 45 minutes, whereas then the Insta360 will then last, you know, a good 2 hours almost or more. It's pretty good. Cool, head cam is running, so then I'm not talking to myself. But yeah, hope you guys are all doing good. Hope you guys enjoyed that last video with the Super Squad Berlin. Just a quick ride here during my lunch break at work. Just riding around the park with y'all. A lot of people always ask me, how is the ZX with hills? So I figure it's a good opportunity today. I'll show you guys this crazy hill over here ahead of us, and then I will attempt to take you guys up on. Let's first get up this curb. Normally I would just hop the curb, but with the Insta360 camera, do it nice and easy. Alright, so let's try to get up this hill. Show you guys here. So I got it in power mode 4 right now, power level 4, mode 4. Hand is not on the throttle. And just ride it up here one-handed. 10th gear. Okay, got dropping down to 9th, 8th, 7th, 6th gear, 5th. So 5th gear, pedaling it, no hands. Power mode 4. Okay, that's definitely a steep hill without a throttle. I like to be able to pedal this thing. So we're almost there. Let's see if I can get up all the way. I think with like the gears, you can make it up there. So 3rd gear worked. So that was a bit of a challenge, but that definitely worked. Making up that hill in 3rd, 4th gear. It was a bit of a challenge, definitely without the electric motor. The hill would not be possible. on this 30-kilo bike. Nice. Right around here, check out some of this street art with y'all. Speaking of street art, I was out there in Lisbon. I was there for like a weekend. Had some good times out there in Lisbon. It's very nice. Yeah, it was a good time. I was out there in Lisbon briefly. Took a nice break from Rad City. We got to Lisbon with my partner and get some good weather, get some good rest and relaxation, some well-deserved rest and relaxation. So that was pretty cool. Watching the watch party last weekend with everybody from the park in Lisbon. That was fun. So yeah, we're back at it. We're back in Berlin. But things are happening. Let's go ahead and I'll jump over here. Just made a nice little clip over there in Lisbon for y'all for Rad City. I bought the 360 camera, found a electric scooter. I was able then to ride around a little bit there in Lisbon on the electric scooter for y'all. Take some rad footage for y'all there for Rad City. So let's go and jump over to that footage real quick, to this clip riding around there in Lisbon on these electric scooters. I want to jump back over here to the ride and continue on with the show. Nice, I hope you guys enjoyed that clip. That nice little montage clip there, going out there to Lisbon. That was an awesome, beautiful city. Really nice weather. I was really happy to go out there and get out of Berlin a little bit. It's been a while since I left Berlin, but yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. You know, we're still waiting on the ZX Blur Boundaries front bracket. Hopefully that will arrive soon. I pinged Elijah, I pinged Blur Boundaries the other day to ask them when it'll be sent. So hopefully that will be arriving soon, I hope. Maybe just go around the park one time for y'all. Nice little 360 camera footage. And it's nice weather today. Oh, some water. No problem. This bike is so much fun to ride. I really just need to get that seat upgraded, because like I said in like the last video, scooting all the way back, you do sit on those saddlebag frame mounts, which is not going to be the most comfortable on your rear end, right? So it's fine sitting forward a little bit, not a big deal, it works, but definitely it would be good to get the seat upholstered for sure and get that sorted. Otherwise, RX is good. Like I mentioned too, I don't know, I probably won't be upgrading the cranks just to avoid raising the pedals any higher than they already are. It's fine, it's stock the way it is. Like with the RX for sure, the RX you can put in longer crank arms and it doesn't really affect that pedaling so much, whereas in the ZX it would definitely make the knees up higher. So we'll leave it like that for right now with the ZX, it's fine. We're just now waiting for that front cowl bracket to arrive from Blur Boundaries, so we're gonna throw that onto the ZX, so that then the ZX is all together and whole in one piece. So that's cool, you know. Let's go and go through this area here, pretty interesting, like wooded area. You get like Japanese trees, like dog trees almost, kind of reminds me of like Virginia dogwoods, Virginia dogwood trees. Speaking of Virginia, it's always funny. It's funny to watch right now the Johnny Depp trial, seeing that going on, because you know I'm from Fairfax, so it's just really funny to see him all of a sudden ending up in Fairfax County Courthouse. I know the area all too well. Maybe not the courthouse, maybe I do, but yeah, Fairfax County. Shout out to everybody in Fairfax County. Shout out to everybody out there in Nova. Shout out to everybody out there in Rover. I miss Virginia. It's been a while. I haven't been to Virginia in a while, but hopefully I'll get out there again one day soon enough. So yeah, so just keep on going here a little bit through the park. See what else we can find today. Hopefully this Insta360 camera doesn't move around too much on us. The stabilization is really amazing, I find. So what's pretty cool here, if you guys want to check this out. So what I've learned, you know, a little bit about what I've learned from the Insta360 camera. So I use DaVinci Resolve Studio for editing, right? DaVinci Resolve is the free version, and Studio is the paid full license version, right? So there's pros and cons. So basically the free version works fine. It does editing, and you can do everything you need to with the free version. But the free version does not use any sort of GPU power for like rendering, right? So it's 100% CPU. So it's a lot of intensity on the CPU. So like final rendering on the Resolve will be slower than say on Studio, but the Studio is going to be utilizing that extra GPU power if you have a good GPU card, right? So Studio, what's pretty cool about Studio is I learned that you can basically edit in DaVinci. You can edit your 360 footage in DaVinci Direct. It's pretty cool. So I'll show you guys that real quick. Here in DaVinci I use this plugin here, Right, and then this plug-in here, basically I can then drop in Insta360 footage and be able to edit it similar to how you edit it in the 360 program itself. Right, so you can do a lot of different tricks by, like, say, exporting video clips from Insta360 software and then copying those MP4s over to DaVinci, or directly manipulating and editing the Insta360 footage in its full wide capacity directly in DaVinci. That's pretty cool. All kinds of different tricks you can do with the Insta360 and DaVinci. So you can do the same with Final Cut. It's like being a Final Cut apparently. So you can there's all kinds of plugins for Insta360 for all like the different video editing tools. So it's pretty rad. I like that a lot. And then I can edit it directly in DaVinci. Makes it a little bit easier than having to, say, edit 2 times. Nice, y'all. Yeah, we're just riding here along with the train tracks here. The Insta360, we could just basically pan the camera over. It's pretty cool. Or pan it back over here to me. It's pretty wild. I like the whole panning feature, like the Insta360. So I'm still kind of learning, like, the position, because as you know, right, you have a lens on both sides, and it's taking the picture 360 degrees. So there can be like a little bit of a stitching in between. So I'm still kind of learning the positioning of the camera to find, like, you know, what's the best angle, what's the best position. So that's part of the fun. Just trying to learn new tricks and new techniques. So hope you guys appreciate that. So yeah, we're just waiting around, like I said, for the RX controller to come. ZX, we're just waiting for the front bracket to come, so that way then I can put back on that front cowl light holder. That would be rad. Okay, so what else is going on in Rad City? I'm trying to get my motorcycle license. How about that? I signed up now for a first aid course, because here in Germany you need to first take a first aid course, and then once you take a first aid course, then you can apply then for a driving school. Right, so I gotta go through like the whole process, basically from start to end, and you guys will see that. Hopefully I'll be able to get this year the license. And it's gonna cost me like around, it's gonna cost probably less than $2,000, somewhere around there, probably like $1,800. We'll see. I'll let you guys know at the end, you know, how much it'll be total for like the license. So let's see. Hopefully it won't break the bank, but I'm definitely gonna be looking forward to getting the license. Look at these beautiful cherry trees. This is a good opportunity for the Insta360 to kind of go around and show you guys all these beautiful cherry trees that are in blossom right now. That's nice. Yeah, I'm trying to get my motorcycle license this year. Hopefully we'll get it this year. I'm looking forward to that. Let's go up this way where we were before on the RX, along the train tracks. See if we can get up here on the ZX. Easy. Yeah, Lisbon was a beautiful city. That was a beautiful vacation. I really enjoyed that, going out there to Lisbon. Amazing little country out there in Portugal. What's pretty cool is that they seem to embrace electric lifestyle a lot more. Like there's a lot more electric cars, charging stations, electric scooters and vehicles to rent. At least compared to Berlin, you know. So I'm trying to get my motorcycle license. I've been checking out motorcycles, and you know, I do not know if I'll get a electric motorcycle yet. And you know, I would. It would be awesome. But just for right now, the issue simply is that, you know, the whole electric charging grid here is not the best, right? Nice, we got through those rocks pretty good with the grizzly tires. Yeah, the electric grid here is not the best really for charging in that sense, you know, and I do not feel like sitting around for 2.5 hours waiting for my motorcycle to charge. I mean, that'd just be killer, you know? That would just be a buzzkill. So, hard to say, you know? I mean, I love electric vehicles, I love electric motorcycles, but I just don't know if we're there yet where that would really support riding long distance on an electric motorcycle. Alright, so drop a comment below and let me know what bikes you guys like, what motorcycles interest y'all. For me, you know, I like a lot the supermotos, like enduros and supermotos. Those are pretty rad, but then you can really do a lot of on and off roading, kind of like what we're doing here. Alright, when in doubt, just keep on the gas here. But yeah, so I've been looking at motorcycles. There's a lot of different options you can do. You know, you have all different kinds of motorcycles, supermotos and KTM and Ducatis, all different kinds. Hard to say. Hard to say. This thing's so much fun to rip around off-road. Almost at the end of the line here. We came out here back during our blur seat test. If you guys have seen that video, drop a comment below and let me know. Nice. Made it here to the end of the road. Funny, y'all. Back at the Pankau train station. Funny. End of the road. Let's keep it going. What time is it? Cool. Still have time to ride. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Camera's good. Make sure we're tightened down again. All these cobblestone roads be like bumping this thing around. Cool. So let's try this again here. Hopefully this is not going to be too far out of whack. This funny 360 camera. But yeah, top of the mountain, top of the hill here at Pankau. Info box. Funny, right? So we'll keep it going. Let's go ahead and get back onto the trail. See if we can get out of here in one piece. One of my favorite places to go where it's just nice and off-road and you can just basically open it up and keep it open. Make sure you have good slime in your tires to avoid getting any sort of punctures like the Boston Kudam did in the last video there. Did you guys like the Super Squad Berlin video? That was fun, right? Second group ride. Right, we had the group ride back in the day there with Ferris and the Boston Kudam, and that was a fun ride there. And then recently we just had that group ride from the Instagram story. That was fun. Oh yeah, let's hit it. See, the camera hopefully doesn't stop on us. Rocks, 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 rocks. Whoa, 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 rocks, 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 rocks. You don't want to fall on rocks, for sure. So to keep it going, keep the gas going. That's why I would love to get an enduro, supermoto, build a really rip off road. Go for like longer rides with y'all, have proper suspension, and not be bouncing around like we do here on the ZX. I rode motorcycles for 15 years, so I started riding motorcycles before I rode cars. You know, even before I had a motorcycle license, I was riding motorcycles. I had an SR500. When I was 16, Kickstarter, loud as heck. Super simple bike, but that's what taught me really how to ride. The basics of motorcycle mechanics. That was a good beginner bike. So I've had many motorcycles. I've probably owned like 10 motorcycles. I stopped riding when I came back here to Berlin when I was 30. for a particular reason. Maybe I'll get into that one day, why I stopped riding, but definitely for a good reason. Should we see if we can go down this hill? This may be the death of us. Okay. Alright. Get down that friggin' hill, y'all. There's everybody down here doing more graffiti. This is normally always closed off, or like you'll see people spurring along here. Never really been able to ride along here, but why not? Just to see how far we can go. That's pretty rad. Pretty cool. Nice, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed that ride. Really quick, here off-road, having a good time with the Insta360 camera, riding a little bit here off-road, a little bit of daredevil here going off-road. So real quick updates in today's video for the RX and the ZX. So if there's any accessories or mods you guys are interested in, look in the description below for all the links. The Flow Carbon Fiber Kit, look for that affiliate link down below. Help support Rad City, help support the local Super 73 accessory makers. Really cool. Labs basket, beautiful. Check, everything's good to go. Insta360 camera, hopefully that held up in today's video. Hopefully you guys got some pretty cool 360 footage in today's video here in Rad City, Berlin. So good times, we made it through. We made it down this crazy hill. All good, daredevil, no problems. So hopefully you guys saw a little bit of graffiti in today's video, a little bit more of Berlin. Pretty cool shots of those cherry blossoms there. So like I mentioned before, be on the lookout for more RX news, ZX news as well too. Hopefully we'll get the RX back up and running soon. I'm just waiting for Super 73 to send us that controller. And as soon as they do, we'll throw that onto the RX and see if that gets that bad boy up and running again. And as well too the ZX front bracket. As soon as that arrives, we'll throw that onto the ZX, and hopefully that'll then resolve the front light issue here with the ZX, so that then we're not running around at night without a light. That's really dangerous here in Germany. You can get like a good fine for that. So stay tuned to this channel for more news about getting a motorcycle license here in Germany, more news about the whole ZX front light cowl as soon as we get that onto the bike, and most importantly the RX. Hopefully we'll get that controller soon, throw that onto the RX and get that up and running ASAP here on Rad City, Berlin. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot, helps me out. Leave a comment below and let me know if you guys stopped today's video, and most importantly, please hit that like button. All right, you guys take care of each other, you guys stay safe, have fun riding around on your Super 73s. I'll see you guys again real soon here in Rad City, Berlin. I'm out.